Did you hear those dogs out there? Is somebody else here?
It's the Westhavenbrook question and answer show. Oh yeah! It's the Westhavenbrook question and answer show.
Welcome to the Westhavenbrook question and answer show, where we answer your questions, just like we've been promising for a long time now, but haven't been doing.
So what's going to happen is you send us questions and we're going to answer them. Total interaction and we get that sweet AdSense revenue. I'm Justin Spurlock.
And I'm John Soares.
So let's get down to your questions.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
K-Sid writes, where did you get the name Westhavenbrook? We came up with it in college, literally in the hallway one day, I think. Between there and like Carl's Jr. for lunch.
Yeah, long story short, we were trying to remember a story about something that we had heard or seen somewhere
on a TV show
that we thought that the word Westhavenbrook was used in, and turned out it wasn't. So our company is named after something that doesn't exist.
It's a reference to a TV show that was not actually in that show. So it's almost like the word created itself.
Which works out for us.
Yeah. Zunopus writes, this question has haunted me for years. Who plays Dr. Sophocles? And if it's not too much to ask the doctor, can I get a date? Derek. To our knowledge, Dr. Sophocles is played by Dr. Sophocles. I'm well aware of the show, the Vacuum Consortium. I know the character or guy, I don't know if it's real or not.
He introduces himself as Dr. Sophocles.
I don't know if he's man, alien,
burn victim,
person in a costume. If I was one to be courting medical physicians, he's the last doctor I would ask for a date.
Anybody who's associated with Agamemnon Tiberius Vacuum is no friend of mine. Black Adam 1 asks, what is the backstory to Ronnie Cordoba? Well, Black Adam 1, I'm not familiar with a character by the name of Ronnie Cordoba. I'm sorry.
It's Kiwi asks, Marble Hornets! Les gasp. Oh!
It's a two-part question.
No, it's one question and a statement. Les gasp is an exclamation.
It's in French, so we can't answer that.
True.
As for the first part of the question, yes.
Red Onyx Productions asks, Star Trek or Star Wars? Yep. We love both, but there is always that defining line, so I'm gonna have to go Star Wars. I have multiple Star Wars shirts, and I only have one Captain Kirk costume, so...
You have a Captain Kirk costume.
That's correct.
That's big.
It's just his uniform, the upper half of his uniform, in gold with gold fringe.
You have a Luke Skywalker uniform?
I have a lot of vintage Star Wars figures, and who am I kidding? I have a lot of Star Wars everything. So I'm gonna have to go Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, Star Wars is the thing that, influences everybody, made us want to make movies and all of that. So yeah, fine, whatever.
Star Wars made us want to make movies. Star Trek made us want to become scientists.
Yeah, that's why we became motion picture arts and scientists. He's going to go ahead and use the laptop for this one. It's a long question. I'm just going to go ahead and read it off the screen.
It's epic. Dork Duchess Debbie asks, hi John and Justin. Hi Dork Duchess Debbie.
Hi.
Okay, I've been thoroughly impressed by the awesome collection of nerdtastic posters, I mean that as a compliment, BTW, cutouts and other random items hanging all over the walls in your house. So I was wondering, what are each of your 3 top fave decorative items in the house?
So I'm going to start with this this sock baby poster that was illustrated by Justin Ridge. Apparently that's supposed to be his signature right there. Mostly because this is the thing that kind of made us go public. This is the thing that changed us from making movies for our parents and our brothers and sisters and our cousins, aunts and uncles to making movies for the world. And it's kind of a big deal. And plus, here's me and Justin and Cody and Doug Tenaple and Ural Padilla all in the picture. So it means a lot to me. This is a weird octopus illustration that Cassie Meter did for me. Cassie Meter is an actress in The Danger Element. And I just like it because it's weird. That's a Pan's Labyrinth poster that was illustrated by Mike Mignola, but it's special because it was autographed by Doug Jones and Guillermo del Toro. And that was the very day that I met Doug Jones, and he took an interest in our projects, and that's what led us to working together in the Danger Element and the Sock Baby series. So that's an important, momentous thing right there.
I can't believe I was gonna do the same thing.
What are you doing in my room?
Dude, I have one of those too.
What are you doing in my room?
Come here. See? I've got one of those too.
I called it first. Here, now it's your turn.
Oh, dude, be careful. Okay, so this is one that I'm pretty fond of. This is some original artwork by Doug Tenaple from his graphic novel Creature Tech. This was a page that I was very excited to be given as a gift. It's a very good representation of what life is like here in the valley. This comic page takes place in Turlock, California, and you know, at any given day you can see people working on a truck and chewing tobacco in the streets of Turlock. This one's a little bit more sentimental. This is a picture that was in the Modesto Bee around 1997, I believe. This was a news article that the Modesto Bee did on my band Before 20. My grandma actually, after the newspaper article came out, went down to the Modesto Bee and got a print of the picture that they took for the news article, and she framed it, so it was pretty awesome. I've had it up on my walls for going on 15 years now. So, last but not least, my little favorite spot right here in the living room is the Invader Zim corner over here. We've got the Invader Zim box set here with a little Zim riding on Gur.
I want to be a mongoose.
And we've got the Almighty Tallest mounted up on the wall. That's what makes this qualify as things on the wall. And then I can show all the greatness that goes along with it in the Invader Zim corner in the living room at Westhavenbrook. Thank you.
Next question!
Blood Gray asks, if you guys would be playable characters of a video game, how would you imagine that game? If you would be able to make a video game of the Danger Element, what would it be like?
Excite Bike. No, probably like Arkham City. You kids play Arkham City?
How do we imagine that game would be like if we were playable characters in a game? So I'm guessing like a Westhavenbrook video game. So what would the Westhavenbrook
so it'd be
video
like-
how would we be in a Westhavenbrook video game?
John Soares and Justin Spurlock, the video game.
Correct. Two awesome dudes going around, you know, kicking A. I think, you know, the answer's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Double Dragon 2. Well, that wraps it up for the first edition of Westhavenbrook Question Answer Showdown.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
It was informative. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to go get on my laptop and listen to some Jan Terry.
And I'm gonna go do the exact opposite.
Till next time.
Westhavenbrook! Question and answer show! Oh yeah! It's the Westhavenbrook! Question and answer show!